Good morning, God's children. Good morning, Rainbow Angels. This is Minister P of Let's Pray Ministry praying on to thee, with thee, this very day. How is everyone doing this morning? Oh, okay. You're saying that you're trying to find your way, trying to find out what's going on with your day. Okay. All right. And you are trying to find a refuge from this crazy life that we're going through, which is understandable. Refuge, hideaway. And you're just tired. You're tired of everything that's going around you. You're trying to find something to inspire. You're looking for a refuge. And the other person is just doing basically okay today. It is hard to find a place of refuge in such a huge, incredible dump space. The earth and the universe has become a human dumping ground, not just by human flesh, by debris, pollution, disagreeing, hate, anger, despair. No one cares. It's a negative aura that's all around us, and we try to score. But what points can you score when you can't find any joy or more? It is a horrific place to try to live and make happiness and make understanding through all the conditions that are so demanding around us. We fight to survive each and every day and try to stay alive. But the craving inside makes us just feel like we're dying inside. What is the reason for us existing? What is our purpose? What should we zeal for, and what should we yield from? There's more yielding than zealing and healing. We tend to yield. We tend to be frightened to take the next step, to move to the next level of life, to create something of our own device, and deciding to make it an enterprise. We're too scared. We stay calm and we stay just saying it's safe right here. It's not a safe haven. It's a cave haven. Don't bury yourself in this world. Carry yourself in this world. Soar yourself in this world. Find more in this world. Something for you to adore in this world. I'm going to tell you, life happens. But you can turn around and estimate and alleviate a lot of things that happen in your life. Sometimes we keep going in a vicious circle. We invite trouble. We invite misery. We invite sadness in our life. It's time to turn around and invite something much better. Even inviting Christ in your life. If you invite Christ in your life, you find excitement in your life. You find divine in your life. You find the trinity of truth, love, and hope in your life. You will find more positive things just praying on to He and His Father, and ask them to guide you through the revelations of this day, of all the days that are carrying through. It is going to get worse. That is a promise, because this is the last days of the devil, and he's on a course to divorce you from the biggest, most Muhammad God around. He does not want you to be with Allah, Jehovah, or God, or any remedy. He wants you to be His divinity. He wants to isolate you. He wants to show you that you can't make it. He wants you not to believe in yourself. He wants you not to care about yourself. He wants you to destroy yourself. And how many of us have sat there and did it instead of ignoring the true work of God? We ignore it instead of score for it. We say it's too hard, but nothing worth having in life is easy. Think about it. When you went to school for the 12 years, it was a hard task. Mama getting you dressed, you going here, the tears, the people, the bullies, but you made it through with the cheers. When you walked across that stage, or you graduated with that GED, you said, I know, I agree, because I have the energy. Then you turn around and now you've got this world that you face, and you have so many choices to make, yet you don't anticipate. You alleviate, you deliberately alleviate yourself from today's world. You get in a comfort zone, whether you're hanging with friends or you just turn around and got your new den and you're saying, I'm just going to lie here. I can supply it with the rent that I have, but there's got to be more out there in the world for you to explore. You have so many amenities that you can find energy from. There's so much hope. There's so much worthiness of you. You have the gift inside you that will incline you and help you decide so much avenues. Don't you leave this world without exploring it, getting to know it, being happy on it, finding your joy, finding that soulmate. It takes a lot of work. It's not easy to live on this universe, but I'm going to tell you, the work will be worth it because the reward will be so rejoiceful. You'll say, hey, I am so happy to be able to be in this room. Let's turn around and start taking those steps to gratitude. Take this life and to celebrate and appreciate. You sit up there waiting for somebody to make you happy. You're waiting for something to happen great. You're waiting for that great job to come from. You're waiting for that flow to come through with the money. You're praying to God to help you financially. You're praying to God to help you with your health. You're praying to God to help you with that helpmate. Well, you're praying to Him, but you're not doing the effort to make it through. God can show you the way, but you've got to walk that way. You've got to carry the load. He said you have choices, but He's not going to give it to you for free. You know, when we give a kid a toy for free that they ask for, what do? They play with it for a moment and then they throw it away. But one that they can appreciate, and they have to have gratitude to gain it. Say, okay, we're working on it. And you sit there and you cross the days away of them getting that electric car or that special ball. Make them work for it at a young age, because work is the zeal of getting more. You can't get things free in life. Things that come in free in life is not worth it. And it's almost always encased with the enemy right at sight. Because if someone's giving you something, beware. You can't get something for nothing. There's always a price, even with the cheese line. Do you remember the cheese? You had to stand in that long line to get cheese. Come on, some of y'all done got that government cheese. Butter. And you would stand in line for hours and hours just to get that thing of butter or get that hump of cheese. You would stand there. Even with food stamps, when people go to food stamps, that's the worstest thing at the welfare lines, because they decline you. They sit there and look at you like you're beneath them. But you say, hey, I need to feed my family. And some people walk away with $500-$600, but they can't even spend it. Can't you take some of that money to blend it with someone that doesn't have anything? Help somebody that really needs something because they don't have the revenue, or they don't have the money, or even the house to turn around to say, this is where I house up. I need food. They have to go to the hunger center and hope that they're in line to be able to eat and not left behind. You see, the little riches that you have, whatever you have, whether it's some extra shoes, some socks, some clothes, some food, some water, because it's getting ready to get hot out there. Share it, and I will declare unto you, God will give you blessings, blessings upon blessings. That is the lesson. When you go out there to help someone and stop guessing and waiting for somebody to come and save your soul or get to your next goal. You succeed and you believe and you trust. You say, I'm going to go out here and thrust myself, just as Jesus Christ went out here to help others, to feed others, to heal others. You can zeal in the same way. As you're doing that, that is your level to step up to the next level. Helping someone else in need indeed helps yourself increase in revenue, time, patience, and wisdom. Stop waiting for something to happen to you and go make something happen for you. It's your life. You can sit there and play the video games and get high, or you can just sit there and wait and say, I'm going to wait and see who's going to come and surprise, or I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait and I've got plenty of time. You don't have time. You could be 5 years old and your time be up. You could be 52 years old and your time be up. You could be 100 years old and your time is up. One thing we are guaranteed to do when we are born is to die. So let's realize and take the chance As Barry Manilow says, I'm ready to take a chance again. I'm ready to take a chance again with you. Let's take a chance with God. He takes chances with us all the time. We don't appreciate it. We can turn around and illustrate. We sit there and say we're going to do this, and we go all the way and make another mistake. And he just shakes his head and he says, you going to get it this time? You got that? We're looking for refuge in the wrong way. We're looking for refuge for someone to tell us we're okay. Instead of looking in refuge and saying, God, help me make a way. Help me design a plan, because you are in the master plan. He is in demand for you. You are a revenue he has chosen to grow and sow and know. But you've got to take action to realize, to be your class action, your first class action. You are the first class action to make it through any storm, any weather. But a lot of times we just give up. We just waiting for somebody to give us a come up. Ain't nobody gonna give you a come up. If they giving you a come up, I trust you. They got something that's gonna help them. Because if they helping you, they have some type of thing that I'm gonna help you get up to these riches. Oh, you just thought about me? No, they didn't just think about you. They needed you to help carry the load so they could make those riches, or to reach the goal and go out there and hit the streets or whatever they're doing to advertise to make the revenue. They need you to do so. Now, I've done a lot of things for free a lot of times, and people say that I'm a fool. But the thing is, whatever I do for someone, either they'll have gratitude or they'll be in a mood. But the biggest thing, God will see that I am using the tools and I am a vessel, and I choose him to show people that that's what Christ is like. That's what God is like. He keeps trying and trying, and he keeps helping you for free to help you succeed and achieve all the revenue and everything that he sees onto thee. He hasn't gifted you before you were born. He's given you a gift to use. That is a desire. That's that want. That's that excellency that you can use and put upon this world. It's to be used to be put on this world. Not wait till you die to the other world. You're supposed to use it. It's supposed to make you elevate to a higher level, not only in education, but in wisdom, in knowledge, and in love and affection. I want to share scripture with you today. It is Psalms 142, verse 5. I cry to you, Lord. I say, you are my refuge, my possession in the land of the living. Yes, God is your refuge in the land of the living. He's the only positive thing you got flowing through you right now. He is your cheerleader. He is your pusher and he is your usher to the world that he wants you to explore. He wants you to find joy in this world. I know this world is miserable. I know it is. But you know what? If you keep thinking it's miserable, then you will be the company of the misery. Keep thinking gloom and doom, and you'll become gloom and doom. Keep thinking, I'm not going to get any better. I'm sick, I'm going to die. That's exactly what you're going to do. Instead of staying alive every day, you wake up and you breathing inside and you seeing daylight. Say, this moment, this second in life, I'm going to respect and I'm going to project myself out. I'm going to be happy today. I'm going to laugh today. I'm not going to cave into the devil today. I'm going to be successful in a way that will impress everyone. They're saying, what is you so happy about? I'm happy about life. I'm happy about celebrating that I woke up this day. I'm happy about being okay that I am this way. I'm okay that I'm this way. I know that I've got some things going on. I know I got some sickness going on. I know I can't walk the right way today. I know I might have lumps and bumps and curves and that jiggle. But I know that I am like Jello. I wiggle and chiller, and I'm delicious. I am a delicious enterprise. And when you see Jello wiggling, you sit there and you look at it and you say, that looks good. That looks cool and refreshing. You're like Jello. You are cool and refreshing. Be cool and refreshing to someone's eyes. You'd be surprised what you will enterprise on, or people will appreciate and accelerate to you. Watch it quiver, watch it shiver. Remember that Jello commercial? And you see that Jello just quivering and it's just shining in the light and it's quivering, and you're like, oh, that's like a cool delight. And when you bite it in, what does the Jello do? Melt in your mouth. You need to invite a cool delight in yourself and melt in the flavor of life. See the Jello wiggle and desire the brightness of the light. It stands firm, but you notice Jello is weak. But it can be in a form where it can stand as high as a majesty and still get the glow that it knows. Because it has all these, you mix it with water and you mix it with sugar and it forms. That's you. We're made from what? The dust. And then we have fluids. And then God created us. And we formatted a person, a humane person in this world to enjoy it. Yes, we're fragile. Yes, we can melt. Yes, we can turn around and be squashed. And yes, we can be eaten up by the most negative things. But we're going to keep getting up. And we're going to keep enterprising. And we're going to keep surprising people and say, God's got me. I'm away from the enemy. I sing the words of He. And I achieve the goals that He wants me to receive. He has put me in this life for a reason. He has put me in this life for a purpose. I'm going to find my purpose. I'm going to find my self-worth. And I'm going to use my gift to acknowledge and to give me the revenue, to give me to the existence, the love, the life, the laughter. Even if I just live today, I'm going to enjoy every moment of it today. I'm not going to let depression, I'm not going to let whatever is trying to ail me put me down. I'm not going to let other people of negative people come in and tell me, yeah, that's going to be good, but I don't want to hear the buts. Get that negative energy away from me. I don't want to hear those negative words because I will not embrace it. I will chase the glory. I will chase the happiness. I will chase self-righteousness. Let no one say you are not worthy, for God said you are worth it and so much more. He is looking for His lost sheep. Are you one of them? Because the enemy has pushed you away or you've hidden away. You're not brave enough to peek your head out today. Peek it out, lost sheep, for you're the wisdom and the strength of many tomorrows. You will help carry us through many mountains. You will help rev us through many people that will come against us. We will form a freedom of righteousness, happiness. We will decide to roam and find the light and find the labors of true life. You've worked hard from the past. You've gone through enough. You've gone through grief. You've gone through molestation. You've gone through abuse. You've gone through mistreatment. You've gone through betrayal. You hear me? Okay, now it's time for you to zeal. Forget that. I done gone through enough. I deserve happiness. Say that. I deserve happiness. I deserve a fulfillment in my life. I deserve to do my purpose in life. I deserve to be able to love my life. I deserve to love me more than anyone can achieve me, for I am the successor of the greatest person that has put me on this earth, and I will not elude myself or choose to depress myself or encase myself in this negative energy that the earth tries to zest in us. Yes, we got the coronavirus is going like Cyrus, and now we're taking these shots, and some of these shots aren't the greatest. But the thing is, at least we're trying our best to make it through and not waste away. We want to see our family. We want to love our family. We want to be with our family. Let's find what little joy, and we have learned to appreciate so much more in these days of just devastation and pain and negativity and hatred and anger. You know, let me see if I can remember these words pretty well. My daughter told me yesterday, what is wrong with the world? They don't appreciate one another. They're going around blaming each other and hating each other. They're hating each other for the virus. They're hating each other because of AIDS. They're finding different societies and different cultures. They're saying the gays gave us AIDS. They're saying that the Chinese gave us the virus. They're saying that different cities and world third wars is trying to deploy us and destroy us. They have hatred of the Iraqs, the Iraqis that came here, and they blame them for 9/11. So they look at them, oh, you're just like the 7/11. You're no better, you're worse than us. We want to find someone to hate for the things that we're going through. We want to find somebody to display and disintegrate with the things we're going through, instead of embracing each other and finding a solution together of all this pollution that has taken over the world, the hatred, the anger, the wars, the crimes, the pain, the suffering, the sickness, the grief, the depression, the obsession with overeating, the obsessions with drugs. We sit there and we do not try to find an answer to that. Shouldn't we all get together and try to find an answer instead of prancing down on each and every one of us? We're trying to delete each other and cheat each other instead of improving each other and entrusting each other. I know you don't trust people because from the day you were born, you didn't trust. But I'm going to tell you, you didn't trust, but you lusted. Think about it. If it's something you desired, you'd go for it or you try it. But a person you didn't trust, you wouldn't even sit there and give them the desire, the opportunity to say hi. And why don't you trust them? Because someone else did something? Stop putting blames on each other. Stop putting shame on each other. Let's find an answer and some wisdom together. God wants us to stick together, not apart. We are destroying our own selves, our own hearts, our own souls in this world. Let it be our goal that we start defending one each other. We start looking for one each other, finding the gift within each other, putting together, making a permanent bond with each other. We may be a small flock, but we will be a small flock. We will own blocks. And we will find a remedy to all the hatred and the pain and the defame. If we can overcome some of these dislikes, hatreds, spites, we can find a revenue to renew not only us, but to energize each and every one of us. When one slides, one can carry. When one dies, one can bury. When one supplies, they can supply so many. The thing is to find the amenities and the trueness of life. We're not done yet. We're not done, because as long as we wake up each and every morning and the sun shines on us, we can grow, we can nurture, we can rise. And we can devise a plan to energize ourselves into another level of life. There's so many possibilities for you and I. We just have to take it by the hand and take it by the supply that's given to us, and take the lifeline that Jesus Christ and God sends to us and climb it. Let us pray. Pray with me today. Take a little time. Lord our God, we speak your light, and we pray that you shed your light upon us so that we live not only on earth, but in you, the eternal, the living one. May our lives be drawn into eternity to praise your name. Oh Father, may we take your word to our hearts so that we can become true men and women, able to bear anything in your name, and to do and to remain in the love you want us to give and to put on to us and others. Rouse us up, becoming true men and women at the side of Jesus Christ, our Savior, who has been patient in all the things with all the people. Be with us at all times, our Lord. You are our help. You are our refuge. And you will not refuse us in the abusive world that tries to abuse us. Amen. Amen. He won't refuse us. He will not turn around and lose us. But we have to find the light of the way. There's a light that shines bright in us that says that we're okay. Use that light to guide you to a higher level. Use that light to guide you to a happier life. Use that light to find what God sees so bright in you. You're the most beautiful thing He's ever created in this world. He appreciates you. He loves you. He wants you to accelerate with all the things that He has given you. He has made you warriors of the world. You can fight the spiritual warfare. You are okay. He declared that you will make it. You can take it. You won't break. You can appreciate. You have a right to be here. Let no one say that you shouldn't be here, you shouldn't be near, and you shouldn't be given cheers. You have that right. For you are the kings and the queens of the Most High. You are the people that He waits to come to sit by His throne. But He wants you to appreciate this earth. There's so much beauty still among this earth. There's so much beauty in the smell of the dirt. There's so much beauty when you watch something bloom and blossom. There's so much beauty when you see the sun bright and the rays come down. The rainbow, when you see it astray, is the light of peace and happiness and tranquility. Don't you waste your day today. Chase your day today. Chase the dreams and the realities that God says you are the successor of. He chose you for a reason. You have a purpose. There are so many seasons that you got to go through. And there'll be so many storms that you'll have to fight through. But I promise you, at the end of that storm, and at the end of the debris, and at the end of the warfare, there is so much beauty that you'll say, it was worth getting there. I'm going to leave you just for a while. I need to rest. I will do services later today. That will be my quest. But I say unto you, do your best today. Take 5 minutes out to the Lord today. Talk to Him. Reminisce with Him. Help Him and ask Him how to guide you through the next section of your life. Ask Him to guide you to the best of your life. And forget the rest of the negativeness of your life. And find daylight. Stop looking for the night. Because in the night and the darkness, nothing happens but gloom and doom. But in the light, you will truly bloom. And if anyone hasn't told you today, let me be the first to tell you today, I love you. I need you. You help me achieve what God believes in you. You can succeed and trust and believe. And He will keep all enemies at bay. And He will keep people that are haters of you and keep people near you that are true to you. You are the most beautiful thing I have ever felt in my life. You give me the strength and keep me in sight. And I keep you in sight. I pray for each and every one of you each and every day. For your will to be done. For your wisdom to come. For your love to be won. For your life of happiness and true serenity. In all the debris, you can clear space and find the most beautiful entity in this life. This is Minister P of Let's Pray Ministry, praying on to thee, praying with thee, and instilling in thee to make it through the day, and everything will go your way. Take that negative sight out of your life. Say, I am done with you. You abuse me no more. I choose life and daylight, and I choose my happiness in this very sight. I'm going to make my happy place, and I'm going to make this a good space. And I'm going to clutter the stuff that makes me have a bad headspace. There will be no traces of hatred, anger, or debris, or confusion, or depressions, for I will renew myself with the clue of that I will be happiness and I will respect myself. If you respect yourself, other people will respect you. If you think lowly of you, then people will think lowly of you. If you think you're not worthy, people will not think you are worthy. You go like you have the best thing going in life, and you do. You have the wisdom and the love of Christ. Take care. God bless. This is Minister P saying, I hope to see you later. And I pray that God will help me make more daters. Take care. God bless. Minister P.